Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And here, as we look, what we're looking at here is it's a codfish, a pollock fillets. Pollock fillets. We're gonna do some pollock fillets and some smoked herring, smoked herring fillets. We're gonna combine this. I'm gonna combine this with some potatoes, and I have the pollock fillets right here. I'm soaking them in some water for about a half an hour, and then I'll boil them. I'll boil the salt out of it. Well, I'll boil it maybe about 3 times and change the water at every 10 minutes. And then that'll get rid of the salt and the preservative salt that's inside. So right now it's just soaking, and I'm gonna put it in a pot eventually and let that boil out. Also, the fillets, the herring fillets, which you see here, I'm going to also drop this in some hot water and let them soak. These are not as salt as the pollock, but I just drop them in some hot water and just let them soften for a while. And then once the salt is out of the pollock fillets, and this has been softened for a little bit in some warm water, and most of this salt is out. This is not very salt, but once the salt is out, I'll put it in the food processor. That will be another step. So let's go to the boiling process. We're going to boil these out about 3 times, and then I'm going to soak these and probably just boil them out maybe once or twice. Then we're going to prep our potatoes, and we're going to move to the next step. So I've set them both to come to a boil, and once they come to a boil, I'm going to switch the water. So I let it boil for maybe about 5 minutes, and then I change that water and then put some fresh water in there, let it boil for another, bring it to a boil for another 5 minutes. I'll do that maybe 2 or 3 times. So while my codfish is boiling, and to get the salt out of it, I'll be cutting up some fresh veggies, some sweet peppers. I'll be just chopping those up, some cilantro and some thyme. I'll get there. Then I'll get this juice of 1 lemon and an onion and some garlic, and we'll cut this all up and we'll have it ready for when we're going. So after the second boiling, after the second boiling, I just broke up the pollock, or the codfish, and I also made this into I just broke this up so that the salt can get out of it from in between the meat, so the salt can extract all the salt. So this is, so we did our red bell peppers or yellow bell peppers. We did our cilantro. Sorry about the water. Our cilantro, and this is the scallion. Just give it a wild chop here on the scallion. I did the garlic. Cool. So these are all ready. Oh, the onion. We need to cut an onion up here. So here we go. Get this onion peeled. Let's try to clean up a little here. Okay, so we'll chop this onion. That's half of an onion. sure I need the whole onion, but hey, what the heck, we just do the whole onion. So we're gonna chop this up again. Cool. So we're gonna do a whole onion in there, 5 cloves of garlic, 4 little red peppers, and that should be good. That's gonna be good. Strain that off. That's what it looks like. This is the herring. So we're gonna put both of them into the food processor and get them masticated as much as possible. So we'll get them ground as much as possible so that they can integrate properly. So when we get to the food processor, I'll be back. So over here, we have our bell peppers, onions, garlic, and cilantro. And we're going to cook these down for a good 2 or 3 minutes. Still have some raw pieces of cilantro in there. We'll be cooking this down for a couple of minutes until the peppers get soft and the onion is translucent, and then we'll be back. So here I've combined the codfish and the smoked herring into the food processor, and I'm going to pulse these until it gets to a nice a leafy, a nice shredded consistency. So let's get ahead and get the top on here. Oh. So that's good. And we'll just pulse this. That should be enough. Okay, then we'll move back now to our skillet with the onions and the other stuff, and we'll get it all together. See, this is the consistency you want. You want it almost really disintegrated and all incorporated with each other. You have in here you have the smoked herring and the pollock and the codfish. So we'll move over now to the skillet and we'll get it sauteed. So here in a smaller pot, I have done the potatoes halfway done. We're halfway done. I haven't done them fully, so then because they're going to go into the skillet with the saltfish. So as you see, I've incorporated the potatoes, which are going to take a few minutes. I'm going to put this on the low low heat. Put it on a low heat and let it cook for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So I've incorporated the potatoes. I squeezed the juice of a lemon on there, and I added a swab of butter, maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'll cover this. The potatoes need to just cook for a little bit more, because I already pre-cooked them. So we'll see. Give it about 5 minutes or so. I added a little bit of liquid, a little bit of water. So I've just let it go for about 5 minutes and it should be perfect. I'll be back. So at this point, everything is soft. The potatoes are soft. The the fish, the cod fish, and the smoked herring is all incorporated nicely. So I just want the little bit of liquid that's in there, as you can hear there. I want that liquid to evaporate. So this is why I'm going to leave it on here for a little more and just let that liquid evaporate, and then we can get. So now I can smell it. It's nice and caramelizing in the bottom, and I'll just flip. Once it's nice and gets a little brown or tan color, I'll just flip it over, and you'll be done. You have a nice crispy bottom, and you'll see it would be delicious. Let's check that out. Perfect. We got some caramelization going on there. Perfect. All right. Here we go. So this is it, guys. We're gonna serve this up with some dal and rice and maybe a little side of veggies. You can serve it up with anything. It can be done as an appetizer. And you can use it on crackers, you can use it on bakes, you can use it on bread, you can make a sandwich, you can do anything with this. And it's awesome. So, hope you try this recipe. Thank you for watching and bon appetit. Well, so here's our saltfish and smoke herring combo, which is over there. A nice little red hot chili and some white rice and some dal. This is a nice Indian dish that we used to have in Guyana. So I still enjoy this dish and I still make it several times a week. So enjoy, and I hope you'll try this recipe. Give me a thumbs up and just subscribe, and I have awesome recipes coming for the rest of the year. So thank you for watching and bon appetit.